Hello and welcome to Community Focus, the program that highlights all the issues that matter to you and to your community. Today we welcome Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston, and it is my pleasure to welcome Colleen Katowski and Casey Weinkamp. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Colleen, let's start with you. Tell us about the Catholic Charities.
Catholic Charities provides a variety of services to the Houston community. Our mission statement includes people of faith, helping people in need achieve self-sufficiency with dignity. And the services that we provide include children's services, services to the elderly, services which are Cabrini Law services that provide help to immigrants who are coming to America and want to establish residency here. We also have basic needs and pantry services and food services, as well as parasocial ministry and AIDS ministry and many other services, including resettlement, where people from all places of the world come to acclimate themselves to America, and we help them do that in a variety of ways, not just providing housing, but also providing help financially and mentorship.
Are the folks that can benefit from your services, do they have to be Catholic?
Absolutely not. We serve all faiths. Anyone can come to us in need, and we will provide them. Even if they speak another language, we will try to find someone who can speak their language to help provide the services in their specific language.
Now, Catholic Charities has a lot of programs. We would have to have one show to discuss each one. So today we're going to focus on their adoption services. And Casey, I know that you had a very unique experience with the Catholic Charities and your decision to select adoption for your child. Why don't you tell us your story?
All right. Well, I found out I was pregnant and I was lost, didn't exactly know what to do. I was fearful. I was judgmental of myself. And when I finally went into labor, it was at that point that I decided it's adoption. It was my only choice. And from there, I started with Catholic Charities, created a birth plan. And then after giving birth, I went through the process of choosing a family. And then we have an open adoption. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Tell me a little bit about that adoption process, because when we were speaking off camera earlier, you mentioned going through a book of families where you were able to identify what family felt like a good fit for you.
Absolutely. When we were choosing the birth plan, I had the option to kind of specify exactly what I wanted in a family. Catholic Charities narrowed that down to 2 families for me. And I got to look through the books. They had pictures of who they were as a family, their extended family, their wedding photos, what they enjoy doing. And there was one family that I truly resonated with, and I just saw myself in them. I saw the environment that I wanted my child to be raised in. And there was no other choice. It was them.
And what is it like now being a part of that open adoption experience?
Wonderful. You know, I text with the family constantly. We go out once every other month. I get to see the child that I gave birth being raised and him growing up. I'm still a part of his life.
Now, I know that through the adoption services, there's also the journey can be very emotional. And that is why Catholic Charities is organizing an event to help to help birth mothers that have gone through the adoption process. Tell me about that event, Colleen.
Absolutely. We believe that adoption doesn't end once the baby's placed. The story only begins and it lasts a lifetime. And so we know that when a birth mother makes a decision, such as a plan of adoption for her child, it is a courageous and heroic and selfless decision. It's done with thought. It's not done just off the cuff of something she thinks she wants to do. There's a lot of thought, a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion. And I think as a society, we begin to think that many times we focus on the infertile adoptive couple, but the story begins with the birth mother. That's where it all starts. And so Catholic Charities decided that we wanted to honor the choices that these young women made on behalf of their child, because they not only believed in pro-birth, they believed in pro-life. They believed in providing the best possible family for their child. They selected the family, they met the family, they decided if this was the right family for their baby. And in doing so, that made them part of the equation. They became proactive and powerful in the life of their child. And we wanted to honor the choices that these young women made, whether it be 40 years ago when adoptions were closed, or today where they're open like Casey has experienced. It's time to really honor the choices that these women make. And so the retreat is a weekend retreat to connect with other birth mothers who have made that plan and to share their story and to find healing in those stories, and finally to leave that weekend with a feeling of I've made a difference in the life of a child and a family.
And what are the dates for the retreat?
August 15th through 17th at the Cenacle, and that's a Cenacle Retreat House in the Memorial area. And it starts Friday evening at 6, and it will end on Sunday at noon.
Casey, have you ever been in one of these retreats?
No, I have not, but I'm incredibly excited to go and experience it and meet other birth mothers who can share in my joy.
Would you encourage maybe somebody who's watching who is considering adoption? What would you encourage them to do?
I would absolutely encourage them to come out, to know that they're not alone in this experience. And we're here, we're together.
Ladies, thank you so much for being on the show today and sharing this very important topic.
Thank you very much.
This has been Community Focus. We've been speaking with Colleen Katowski and Casey Weinkam with the Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston. More information is available at catholiccharities.org.